I recognize the fact that everyone loves a good rags to riches story. Somebody who started with absolutely nothing, started in the hood and had to work their way up, and they built a huge, massive company and had a massive amount of success. But I have to be real with myself, and that's not my story. That's not my trajectory, and that's not what happened for me. So, I'm a second generation NFL player. My dad played 13 years in the NFL, and I'm one generation removed from the crowd of had to get it out of the mud, had to start from zero. I feel my parents were in a position, they grew up in Stockton, California, one of the worst cities in America as far as crime and, being able to really find success. But my dad had a lot of success playing football, went to Nevada for college, ended up playing 13 years in the NFL and winning a Super Bowl in 1996 with the Dallas Cowboys. So growing up for me, I was not rich by any means, but anything I really needed, I did have, and anything that I wanted to do, I was put in a position to be able to do, whether it's play sports, whether it's travel for sports, whether it's go to a good school with good education, etc. So he gave me a launching pad to be successful. And I'm not ashamed of that, because I feel like everybody who is that rags to riches story, they put themselves in a position where the ultimate goal is to put your kids in a position to be successful. And I believe that's what my parents did for me, and it's something that I'm proud of and I'm thankful of because of them. Now, with that said, a lot of people want to say like, oh, you had a silver spoon, or oh, it's easy for you to say that you were successful in the NFL, that you're successful in business now, or that you learned how to invest. And what I can say is it's actually put more pressure on me, if by nothing else, to myself, because I know the advantages I had. I know that I didn't grow up the way that my parents did. So now I felt like I was in a position where, man, I have to take the mantle and run further with it. So I have no reason not to be successful. And I had a chip on my shoulder when I was playing sports, because it was like, yes, my dad put me in a position to where I had a better upbringing, but I still am the one that has to go do the practices, train, lift, do all the work. And he didn't have to do that for me. I had to go and do that for myself to put myself in a position to be successful. So I took that, and I had that chip on my shoulder my whole playing career. And now that I'm in business and real estate investing, and I have my own private lending company, I take that same kind of attitude. Like I was able to play 9 years in the NFL and make a good amount of money. So people would say like, oh, it's easy for you to say that you're in business, but I would say it's put a lot of pressure on me to where I don't want to lose what I have. And it's my responsibility to make sure that I provide for my wife, my kids, my family, our futures, and hopefully can affect generations down the line. And I feel responsible, and like it is my duty to make sure that I provide that for myself and my family. And to be honest, I've gotten used to the lifestyle I have, and I never want to lose it. So making decisions and thinking that way is a challenge as I'm embarking on new businesses and new ventures. And it puts me in a position where, okay, I got to make sure I'm successful, because I did play in the NFL. I made some good money, but if I don't learn to invest and I don't learn about business, I'm going to end up spending it all and not be in the position I want to be. So not only do I need to invest, but I need to invest wisely to protect the capital that I've made and to continue to grow it. So with that, in business, like no matter if you started with money or not, that doesn't solve everything. Like a good business is a good business. And one advantage I did have is I had capital to fund my business, but with that comes a burden, because I'm taking all the risk. When you're investing other people's money, it's kind of like if I lose it, it's their money. I'm investing, and I started my investment journey within real estate, within syndications as a limited partner. And now my lending company, 42 Solutions, I've done that off of my own back, off of my own capital, deploying my personal capital. And I take responsibility. And even when I work with other investors who want to invest alongside me and things like that, it's like, hey, I'm my biggest investor. I fully believe in this, and I'm underwriting it like it's my own money, because it is my money, and I am the major investor in everything that I do. So I feel like when you're in a position where you have some capital, it's like heavy is the person who wears the crown, because like, yes, I have some capital, but it's my responsibility to deploy it intelligently. And just because I made some money playing in the NFL does not mean I know how to be a good business person or investor. So I've had to put the hours in, just like I did on the football field, into learning about business, into learning about real estate, into learning and building my private lending company, and really structuring things in the right way to be successful. So by no means do I want to say pity me for the position I've been in, or like, oh, you got to have, feel something towards me, and like, oh, it's hard and all that. Hey, I'll take my cards all day, but what I do with my cards is what matters most. And I'm trying to maximize everything that my family's put me in position to be successful, but also the decisions I've made up to this point and being a good steward of what I've been given and executing with that intelligently so I can grow my wealth. Because my ultimate goal is for 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line for me to be able to say I've made more money in business than I ever did in real estate. So nobody can say, oh, I just did this because I'm a football player and I made some money playing football, to where I have to be known and respected for what I have done and what I am doing within the business world. So that's my goal. I want to earn my own stripes within this business world, and I'm sharing with you guys my journey along the way as I'm growing, as I'm evolving, and as I'm building my lending company and all my other investments surrounding it. I wanted to share that with you because I wanted to take that head on, because I'm not of that camp of rags to riches. And now I want to kind of be the person who's like, it's okay to be that person who has had some success and is figuring out how to reach new levels and attacking the day every day by reaching those new levels. So I wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys have any thoughts or insights, I would love some feedback. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, but also head to the Capital Edge newsletter, where it's the written form, where I'm talking about a lot about the same topics, diving into business, into real estate, into private lending, and how I'm building my business. And I hope that the insights of what I'm doing provides value for you and what you're trying to build. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time.